Hi there, it's Mark Carlson here. So this week's video, why is it difficult to find our intuition and what exactly is it? How do we learn to use it? So here's the thing, we've been brought up in a brainwashed way where we absolutely revere education. Now, the greatest respect to education, and yet because of that system that we're in, we are educated here, we're trained here, our operational center is here. And this part of us, as good as it is a very small aspect to who we really are. This would be called the masculine aspect of our reality, and the heart area, the feelings, would be called the feminine. And in a perfect, optimal computer suit operational way, didn't say that right, but operating this computer suit optimally, the feminine needs to guide the masculine because she's in touch with what's actually real. Our feelings are actually going on. They're not trained information that is like a cerebral library up here. They're actually respondent to this moment. And learning that language is our real operational center. And when we learn that language, we also know what has heart for us because we're in touch with our feelings and we're in touch with the moment. Whereas when we operate from here, when we look at this informational center, we define ourselves via what we've learned, which is not necessarily true, right? We've just learned it. I've learned to be English, for example. My tribe taught me how to be English, but does that mean that everything that is English is in alignment with who I am at the heart level? No, and that's the same for everybody. So this training averts us from seeing the truth. And we believe we've only got 5 senses, when in actual fact we have many senses. And this aspect of us is ridiculously small compared to who we really are. We've got this incredible computer suit that we're locked in, the consciousness or the life force energy that we know ourselves as, the part of us that looks out and decides things. It's locked into this computer suit, and this computer suit, we're using a blip of it, of what we could use. And no matter how intelligent we think we are and how qualified we think we are, if we keep having our field of energy here, our attention in this field of energy, it's nothing compared to who we really are. So learning that our intuition is based on understanding what's really going on for us. Now that's some training because we've been doing it from here all of our life. And we are afraid of coming to the moment because when we come to the moment, we actually have to look at some of the emotions that we don't like, that want to keep coming up. That's how addictive behavior starts. But the biggest addiction is to stay and keep our attention in our mind here instead of going to where life's actually going on. And when we come and bring our attention to where life's actually going on, what then happens is that we have an opportunity to heal the stuff that needs healing. But once we get beyond that, we start to see our intuitive vessel, because it's connected to life and it's always knowing that life is guiding us, and because we're connected to life, we know where to go. We don't just have a sixth sense, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have many other senses, but we've got to reconnect to what's real first. So if you're not in touch with your sixth sense to start with, your intuition, it's because you've got too much energy here, and you've got to learn to pull off it 1,000 times a day. Come back and ask yourself, what's the undeniable truth in my life? And the undeniable truth is where your feet are and whatever's going on right there. You can't deny it, right? I can't deny that I'm sat at this particular desk here on this stool in this space at this time. I can't deny it. It's undeniable. And that's the truth. That's the undeniable truth of my life. And so if I ask that question regularly, what's the undeniable truth? I start the journey of learning this incredible language that my computer suit that is connected to life starts to give me. Now, it's an ongoing process. It's a work in progress, but it gets better and better. And that's when you understand your real guidance system. That's when things become more apparent. That's when you get in the flow of life, right? Because you're with the moment, and it's always talking to you from heart center, which is what you love, right? So as you learn to come here, you get in touch with what you love. It doesn't happen overnight, and you can try as often as you want to get into the moment, but it'll be difficult to start with because You've been trained to come here, and this won't like it that you're not giving it attention. So every time you come into the moment, it'll come up with a great drama or a great story to pull you back into it, and you'll forget that you were even working on being in the moment. But the moment you remember, oh yeah, where are my feet? And you come back to the moment, you come back. That's the work as the spiritual warrior. That's the work to discover who you really are, to pull yourself from the brainwash up here to the moment. This is where your power is. This is where you find who you are. This is where you start to learn to trust what you know is real for you. But it takes a bit of time, but there's the rest of your life to do it. So when would now be a great time to start? And when would now be a great time to continue? Have an absolutely fantastic day when you watch this, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Thank you so much.